Welcome to the program, Edvards. This is now the perspective from Riga. Thanks so much for joining us here on World Tonight.
Good evening. Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much. Now, let me start with 3C's initiative that is actually going to take place in just a couple of days in Vilnius. And the Prime Minister of Ukraine is now saying how important that initiative is from your point of view, because we have not been speaking about 3C's initiative before, really, if you think about it. How crucial is it right now when we are facing Russia and Ukraine is fighting for their lives?
Actually, right now, it's not a big difference in formats where we discuss issues. Right now, the biggest question is how we could provide the win of Ukraine in this war. And Latvia has contributed, I looked at just in the numbers, since 2022, since this big invasion, Latvians have donated and supported Ukraine for 850 million euros. And the biggest part is private donations. So we can provide this aid in this level. In military aid, we helped with almost 1% of GDP. So it's we're doing everything we can to support Ukrainians win. We took on ourselves the drone initiative. And we are providing everything what's needed there, and we support the Czech initiative for ammunition. And Denis Schmigel was this week in Riga, and we just talked about that Ukrainians have 6 rounds and Russians are shooting 100. So it doesn't matter about the formats. I think if we speak about connectivity, one issue that should be discussed is how can we connect in infrastructure Ukraine with Europe and with Baltic states. I mean, we have this Rail Baltica project going through Poland, Baltic states, and ending in Finland. And I think Ukraine is a good thing to speak that this connection could go south as well.
But I mean, you're right, but also these formats are bringing officials together. I mean, this is just structure that brings them together. They talk about something, and then you have the Czech initiative and other aid programs are created. So that's why I was mentioning.
Let's also get, I think you weren't with us yet. We just had another guest from Lithuania, and that's when I showed a quick tweet of, as you said, that trip by Mr. Smiltēns to Riga. He was with the Latvian Prime Minister, Ms. Saeima, on that Freedom Monument. And as I said, you know, that common history that ties you, which I think is why very much these Baltic states don't flinch and give very much as they can, really without any doubt, immediately. And I think since the beginning, that's Estonia, that's Latvia, that's Lithuania. And I believe, and as you mentioned those numbers, Edvards, about, I think it was on this recent meeting, your Prime Minister has said that there's a pledge to commit 0.25% of Latvia's gross domestic product to Kyiv every year. Now that reminds me of what Kaja Kallas said not so long ago, said very much in the Ramstein format, that if every country in that format, we're talking about 40 to 50 countries, would have that 0.25% to Kyiv, we're looking at over 150 billion euros or dollars. That would make a huge difference. So when you have your country giving all they can, looking at the drone coalition, looking at ordnance, everything that's being sent, without a doubt, what is then the policy? Because, I mean, you're limited to what you can give. At some point, you cannot give more as much as you want to. It just isn't physically possible. What is your policy stance then when you're looking at a country like Germany or Italy or France, which could give much more, but simply are not?
Let's be honest, they can give more. And we see the policy changes country by country. We see how Macron has changed his policy right now, and he's taking this advantage to make a leadership on this issue. We started actually, and I mentioned that in our meeting, we started supporting Ukraine in 14th of February 2022 by raising Ukrainian flag in the Riga City Council. This was my idea together with the ambassador. We started Ukrainian Support Week. So with this example, I would like to show that Latvia is a small country, but we can lead by example. While I was a vice mayor in these times, we provided 11 city buses to Kyiv with 80 tons of humanitarian help. Instead of other countries, they sent only maybe two or one city bus to there, and then we showed the example, and they started a kind of friendly competition on that. Yes, so the policy making right now is also by showing examples and sacrificing. When we understand the cost, what could be if we fail on this issue. So it's better now to support Ukraine than later bring these problems in our courtyard.
Absolutely, and I think it just, hats off and support to all the wonderful things that your country is doing, that the Baltic states are doing for Ukraine, and of course the whole of Europe. I mean, this is such an important thing, and as you said, leading by example. We'll have to conclude it there. Always a pleasure to speak with you. Thank you so much. That was Edvards Smiltēns, MP in Latvia. Thank you so much.